Is that better? That's better. There we go. Welcome to Struggle Soup. Hi everybody, Robert Jones. No, I'm not in the tasting corner. No, I'm not in the kitchen, as you can probably tell. I'll do a quick turnaround here. I am in a spare room in our house where the guests stay. Guests. Anyway, let's see. I've decided to try to do a different vlog style with you guys. I keep looking over because I'm looking in the viewer because this is a new angle for me, and I'm going to try to do this quick and dirty style so we can get more videos made. But anyway, so I decided to show you a different side of my life that maybe you didn't know about, and or maybe you did. Maybe you already did. Decided to show you a different side of my life, and that is that I am an Amazon bookseller. I also sell on Etsy and eBay and all kinds of other stuff. But in order to make that happen, it actually takes a lot of work. I like to go garage selling. I love to go to estate sales. I go to all different stuff. People give me books. And so I thought I would try doing a haul video for you guys. So last weekend I went out and let's see what you can see here. I spent $42 at estate sales and garage sales and stuff, and basically came back with this. Let me turn the camera around so you can see something different. Okay, so basically this is what $42 looks like in my world. Bag of books, some books, and also I got a gas stove. Oh, zooming in too far. There we go. Okay, so I got some books, I got a gas stove, I got a doll because it was reminiscent of my childhood. We'll go into that. And more books, and more books, and more books. So, I don't exactly know how to film this yet, so hang with me. We'll get it right, a video or two. If you guys enjoy this, let me know. So yeah, let me take you through what I go through, show you what I picked up. Maybe you have a fascination with cookbooks. Maybe you just like nostalgia. Maybe you like estate selling. Maybe you just like the chase of the game, of the reselling game, something like that. I have been watching a lot of Taco Stack's videos lately. If you guys haven't seen his videos, he does a great job going out and going to auctions and all kinds of different stuff. I find him entertaining, and so I thought I would give it a go since about 8,000 people have subscribed to my other channel. So this is my #2 channel. This is Struggle Soup. Welcome to Struggle Soup. Alright, so this is, for me, very different than cooking. With a bowl, it's round. It doesn't really matter which direction it is, but since this is going to be a lot of books, I want to try to have it facing you guys so you can see what's going on here. So we'll try a couple different camera angles, and you can comment and tell me what you like the best. So we're in here. We're on my desk. It's a standing desk. It's actually an old bank teller desk. But it's wood, it's very sturdy, and I love it because I can stand at it. This used to be my desk in the house all the time. Anyway, so let's just start. I don't even know what to show you guys first here. There are 4 giant bags plus this small stack of stuff here. So, I guess we'll just jump into it. So I went to an estate sale and it was pretty cleaned out. I love to go to ones that there is just like hoarder status, where there's just so much crap you can see it all. But this one was, it only had a couple books. Most of it was like accounting and stuff like that. Whatever. But so let me pull this away and show you. I got this book for $2, and I thought it was just beautiful. It's from 1941. I looked through it. You can see it's a little bit browned here. But it is an original Birds of America, and by John James Audubon, who is the Audubon Society. Maybe you guys have heard of that. Let's see. Anyway, this is about birds. So we got a nice little portrait over here. But what was interesting to me was that this was originally written. Where was the date? It was on here somewhere. Hold Audubon. Anyway, published by the author. So this is the it's a reprint, obviously, but published by the author from 1827 to 1830. So if you're a book hound, that was quite nice. I thought it was a really beautiful book. You could say it has a little bit of dirt, but I don't care. What is more important to me is the fact that it has these amazing pictures in here. I'm going to try to not touch the artwork, but you guys can see they are quite amazing and beautiful and brilliant. And I know that some collectors tear these books apart and they frame them and all kinds of different stuff. But I just wanted to show you the reason I picked up this book, and for $2 is because it has just brilliant artwork. The colors are so vibrant, and I hope you can see this. Yeah, woodpeckers. The book has a little bit of damage, and the sad part is that somebody has tried to repair it, which is good, but without skill using sellotape, it turns yellow and yucky and stuff like that. But for the most part, I thought for $2 this was a beautiful book. I don't know if I'll actually sell this one, but I like the artwork. So there you go. There's the Audubon book from 1941. All right. Next up is just a collection of stuff that came out of a house. I went to a house on the Riviera here in Santa Barbara, and it was the Underwood family. I'm guessing since everything says Underwood. And I love to glean a little bit about the family when I'm there. There was no family. It was simply an estate sale happening. It was a kind of a free-for-all, but I discovered the cookbooks in the kitchen. And sometimes when I'm trying to go quick and stay out of people's ways, because I'm a big guy and they're all looking through crap, I'll just grab whatever. And so this is some of the stuff that I filtered out a little bit. But you can tell the family is Underwood, so if you know the Underwoods of Santa Barbara. In this was also some gardening books. Look at her. She's fabulous. She's just in her garden showing it off. And she's showing how to poison everything. Poison it all. Poison it. All the different flowers, how to prepare them, how to use your ortho. I'm going to guess this is put out by Ortho. Yes, it is. Put out by Ortho. So this is a gardening book, but a nice piece of mid-century nostalgia. All right, next up, an empty file folder. And then a breast cancer risk assessment and prevention, Santa Barbara 1998. So that's been sitting in the shelf for a while, and there's nothing in there except some paper, which is fine. All of these folders and stuff I will use. Let's put this at the bottom. We'll come back. Hostess list, 400 East players, first Friday of the month. I think this is a bridge club. Oh, look, look, look. Pictures. No idea who she was or which one she was, but I love that. I love to know about the people. So let's see, directory of members and friends, not interesting. Yacht Club, Bridge Club, not interesting. Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara. So all of these things will sell kind of locally here. I'll put them online. Sometimes people pick them up and sometimes they don't, whatever. And then we have some other treasures. We'll get to that goodie in a second. Let's see, we got here First Monday Book Club. All of this is stuff that just comes. Here we go. William J. Underwood at 1553 Omas in Santa Barbara. So, and in here, this is cutouts from Good Housekeeping's barbecue book with Frankfurters. Treating your child with first aid cream. Johnson & Johnson ad you can see here. So this is a self-made or a homemade cookbook of sorts. I love this. I put these on my Flickr site if you guys are interested in that. It's Eudaimonious, same as here, Eudaemonius, Monius, on Flickr, and I put these things up there for nostalgia and also for preservation for the future. I love to do preservation of products for the future. So there we go. Look at that, coins and brownies. So that's a little book. And now into the meat of the situation here. The microwave guide and cookbook. It's got like a plaid feel to it. It's kind of fun. Yeah, nobody really likes microwave cookery, and you can't sell it for much money. But it is interesting to see how they have tried to adapt everything. This is 1984, 86, 87. There you go. All right, and then under here we have Mom's Money Saving Cookbook. This is quite a popular one, actually. I've sold several of these, and I believe this one is scanned online as well. This is from 1972. It was put out by Glendale Federal Savings, which I think is totally gone now, which is in LA. But they were very popular around here. And the thing that's nice about these books is they're gold and green and blue. They have all different colors of pages. Okay, and then this looks like another homemade book. So this was like a report binder. And then I haven't even looked in this one. Ooh, what's in here? So we have a newspaper clipping for Lebkuchen, which is love cake. And then a casserole cookbook from the Food Institute. Whoa, look at all that. It's a little bit funky. So I don't know, is it all the same thing? Oh, so they've just taken and put a whole bunch of stuff in here. So she or he, I'm guessing she, honey blonde fruitcake. This is just taped in here with sellotape. Cakes for every occasion, Thanksgiving. I love that people were so inventive how they made their cookbooks. We've got pieces of the collector's cookbook, which I think was part of the Women's Day, Women's Day collection, 1962. So every issue, they had these newspaper print pieces that would be in the magazine, and you would tear them out along this perforated line, and then you would punch them or put them in a binder or whatever else. There are literally hundreds of these. So here's some of them. I have a lot more. I don't even know if I'm even close to collecting them all. Collect them all! I love that. But you can see that Mrs. Underwood, she used everything from medical tape to sellotape to everything to try to keep her goodies together. Oh, it's stuck together. I'll leave it there. So that's quite a find. I love this. This is the kind of stuff I really love to find. I mean, I find cookbooks to sell and stuff like that, but these are the things, these are the archaeological dig items I love. Here's another bag of goodies. I got a couple different things in here, so let me just take them out. So the first thing you're probably wondering is, what the hell is this? This is called Dapper Dan. When I was a kid, I actually had this. This is why I picked it up. But I also thought this might be an interesting eBay item for people who are looking for nostalgia. I was kind of impressed that he actually still has all his hair. I don't think there was any hair on this side, if I remember correct. It was just on this side, and you would kind of comb it over. But the point of this was to teach kids how to tie their shoes, how to button and unbutton, how to snap and unsnap, and how to zipper. So it had all of these different things that you could learn about dressing yourself, which is why, as a kid, I too thought Dapper Dan was pretty good. He's pretty sun-faded, so I don't know what he'll fetch, but I thought he was cool, and it made my family laugh to send some pictures to him. Of him. What else we have? Oh, this is Tales from Andersen. So I think this is Hans Christian Andersen, and it has writing on it with grade 2 and stuff like that. But I did think it was pretty vintage, and so I thought it might be interesting. It's kind of falling apart, so it might be something to just scan, or it might be something for eBay. I'm not sure. And sometimes you find things like this. Yeah. So here's a sign of the times. Up with the Beatles, down with Dave Clark 5. Copycats. I'm not quite sure who the Dave Clark 5 is, but obviously we all know who the Beatles are. So, and then on the back here, this is from Chris Underwood. So I'm guessing this is the child. History Study Review Exam 1 to 4, 192, 1 to 3. Geology Question something, Part 8, page 188. There you go. So, oh, and Chris's name is also here. Chris, if you're wanting to know where your childhood went, it's at my house. You also might be wondering why I have this cardboard on my desk. So sometimes I get stuff that's pretty dirty. This stuff is actually not too bad. Whoever was the housekeeper, whether the family or a housekeeper, the house is pretty clean. So I haven't seen any bugs or spider webs or anything, which is pretty impressive. So anyway, here's more of Hans Christian Andersen. The colors are pretty. I wonder what year this is from. I'm guessing mid-60s, maybe early 60s. Oh, wow, totally off. 1946. So, Yeah, it's got a bad binding. Okay, so then I found this stuffed in the same kitchen cupboard. You guys can see that. The same kitchen cupboard as all the cookbooks, but I thought, well, what the heck? It was originally Barbecues and Galore, $44.95. I don't know when this was manufactured, but it does have a barcode, and I am always looking for interesting kitchen stuff, so let's take a look. You and I can explore this together. Wow, it seems pretty new. Look, it's still in the plastic. I don't even know if it's been used. Let's open it up here. Open it up. Open it up. Kind of exploring. I do not think this has ever even been used. Oh, and by the way, I got this for $5. So now I'm wondering if I should sell it. This has never been used. Look, it is like spanking new. Stuff is falling down. Spanking new. Look at that. It's got a little schmutz, but I don't think it's ever been used, you guys. So, yeah, I'm very excited by that. You put the butane in here. I think you just screw the can down. Give it a good... Oh, okay, so here's the thing to put the can on. And then it's got a sparker. Oh, can you guys see that? Look right there. And you can see it spark. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Do you see it spark? Alright, let me turn off the light. Look right there where my finger is. Spark. So, there we go. Okay, you guys. So, wow, that is a very exciting find. A brand new little mini stove, never been used, for $5. Okay, so now you're probably wondering what the heck this is, and you know the answer is I don't know. This was sitting on the bar, and there was like a bar closet, if you will. And it says it is, I'm guessing, Yadis Liquor Imperial from France, from Trader Joe's, and I believe it's brand new. So the box is kind of trashed, but who doesn't like some good liquor? So I did open it at the sale, and look at that. It is still sealed. So I don't know what this is. You know what? We don't have to ask these questions. We can ask the Google. Hey Google, what flavor is Yadis liqueur from France?
Here are the top search results, starting with one from Wikipedia.
So apparently it is an anise-flavored spirit or aperitif from France, containing 100 grams of sugar. Let's open Wikipedia more. Wikipedia.com. This is totally not it. Alright, let's just try typing it in. Let's just type it. Okay, I found it. The liquor collection. So apparently it is a type of brandy from France. It's 48 proof. Oh, Lord, that's pretty gnarly. Yeah, so there you go. So I paid a whole $1 for a liter of brandy from France. Alright, let me get some more memory from the camera. We'll keep going. Alright, you guys, so we're moving on to the bag number 2. Bag number 2. So I got all kinds of good stuff in here, so let me just... Alright, so it looks like we've got Joy of Cooking here, and it has a recipe for sugar topping. I'm your sugar topping. This one is falling apart, so this will either probably become a donation or a scrap. Like I said, sometimes when you get a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. Let's see, we have Joy of Cooking 1 and Joy of Cooking 2. So that's that. We have the Zucchini Cookbook. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Looks like a fairly standard 70s or 80s. Let's take a look. What do we got? 1980, originally 77. Pretty good. This is a fun one. This has got little rings here. I've never seen this one either. What is this called? Fit for a King, it says. Fit for a King. Basically, it's glorified recipe cards in a 3-ring mini binder. We have The Art of Dutch Cooking. Interesting. Countess van Limburg Sturm. Ooh. Countess. Oh, now see, here's what I'm talking about. Got some fuzzies. Not a big deal. In pretty good shape. Look at the brilliance on that is pretty good. You don't usually see that. It usually gets sun faded. 1972. Ooh. So this looks like a planner. It's not a cookbook. It's just a planner. And that looks like it might be a good Etsy item. There's nothing in it. It's super clean. So that could be a good Etsy item. Somebody might like that. Good taste. This is Santa Barbara. This is La Arcada. This is the oldest outdoor mall in California, which is actually here in Santa Barbara. There's a bunch of art pieces and stuff here, but there's actually a bell above. This is a fountain right here. There's a bell here from 1772. So that's a locally dokely cookbook. Very popular. Alright, so we got the Complete Oriental Cooking by somebody who sounds completely Asian. Myra Waldo. I can speak today. Myra Waldo. Paperback. Put that over there. This looks like Christopher Columbus. Let's see, it says 83 here, so this is 1983. What do we got here? Gourmet Artistry. The Docent Council of the Santa Barbara Museum of Art. So there you go. Which a whole bunch of naked people's on the beach. South of the Border Cheese Pie. What else we got in here? Orange Glazed Fruit Tart. Seafood Mold. So it looks like a bunch of local recipes. Drinks. So that's interesting. Never seen that one. A little bit of a Betty Crocker going on here. This is Merry Makings, Fun Food and Happy Entertaining. Now, it is a little bit folded, but this is the kind of thing that maybe I'll show you guys a video if you'd like of how I preserve this. So how I flatten out these pages and then scan it and then put it online for people to enjoy. I have seen this one before. It's super colorful. Yeah. Betty Crocker. I was wondering what year it was. What year is this? Does not say. I'm going to guess 67, 68, something like that, based on the colors. Meals for Roving Wheels for Traveler Arranged Equipment by Harper All Temp Low Temperature Oven Control. So, chicken pilaf. Just a little skinny book. And Cuisinart Food Processor Recipes. I don't need to open that. You guys get it. It's in a Ziploc. It's got 3 or 4 small books in there. And then the Campbell's Soup. Wow, this one is in pretty darn good shape. The problem with these kind of books, and you can see that it's starting to happen right here. See if I can get closer for you guys. It gets cracked and it starts to fall apart. Sun damage and wet. And these are really cheaply made, but I'm kind of amazed. This one is in great shape. It's super clean. It doesn't have much damage at all here to the back spine. And it's really bright. That's a nice one. What is these? Still Meadow Kitchen. Really hard to read that. What do we got here? The Still Meadow Kitchen by Gladys Tabor. Probably Probably Tabor. I don't know anything about this. It looks like... Oh, okay. So it is a kitchen manufacturer. They made these units for the kitchen. So it's a kitchen cookbook based on a manufacturer. It's got this uneven edge. Kind of makes me crazy. But there you go. You can tell this one's been used. This was in the kitchen. Look at the color difference. That's some grease. That's some clean. What do we got here? Galley Gourmet. Now, I know that these people were very into yachting, so this is supposed to be a book for yachting. Okay, so now, let me take out, there's 2 more cookbooks, no, 3 more cookbooks in here. And then I've got something special. Cookies, Food Writers' Favorites. Feels like it hasn't been opened before. Church Windows. So it looks like you get some writing and then you get a recipe. I do have a set of these. There's a set. They're all different colors. Blue, green, orange, and red, I think, or maybe yellow. But I also can see that these are the goodies. I love the goodies. Oh, got goodies. We got so many goodies. Look at all these goodies. We've got taped in goodies, chicken breasts and wine, got chafing dish, crab Newburgh. Alright, let's see. Did we done all the goodies outside? The goodies are I really love to see all of these recipes that fly out. You can see some of them have fallen, some of them are still stuck. Anyway, so there's the ABCs of chafing dish cookery, because that's, all about today. And then there's all these recipes that have fallen out on the side, which I just love. So we'll go through these at a different time. But wow, that is some triple sec flaming cordial in brandy. Okay, that's looks blue on the camera, but purple in real life. And then we've got some flower arrangements. Yeah, flower arranging. Okay, so now comes the good part of this bag. In here, there are 2. 1, 2. This lid is broken. Well, I don't know if it's broken or if the pins just came out. Yeah, it looks to be broken. But anyway, look at this. Entire recipe collection, A to Z. Ta-da! It has folded recipes. It has typed recipes. This is the real treasure of going estate selling for me. When I can find recipe boxes, that means that somebody has very carefully curated all of this together. And I love it. So, there you go. Check out those 2 boxes. And this one is like Bakelite. This one is very old. This is probably 40s. It says Welcomeware by oh, this is Tupperware, but this is still Bakelite. It's a kind of a hard plastic. Wow. Welcomeware Tupper Corporation. Farm. I can't hardly read this. Farmville, Massachusetts, 91W, if anybody knows what that means. So, this is kind of soiled on the top, but it'll clean up nicely. So, that was a little treat. If you follow my Instagram, Udemonius, maybe you saw those last weekend. Some dust. Okay, and I also got some stuff because I know vintage stuff sells. Taco Stacks is always talking about yardsticks and rulers with advertising. So this is a steamship company. This one is UCLA Student Store. You guys see that? It's pretty cool. This one's metal. No. Sorry. This one's plastic. This one's plastic. This one's metal. This is Vogue Venetian Blind Company. Looking for an address. Los Angeles, California. So, and then this here is a set of staples, a vintage box of staples. And it even has old staples still in it. So, some people collect weird stuff. Anyway, kicking off bag number 3 is a Sunset Sunset Seafood Cookbook. It's in pretty good shape. This was given out as compliments of Glendale Federal Savings. Sunset books, I think they're really cool. There's so many. There's hundreds of these things. They were very prolific. So, Sunset. We need to make a little arrangement here. Sunset. Also Sunset Cooking with Wine. Seen most of you guys. Oh, with bonus goodies. So, what is this? Chicken cordon gold. Chicken cordon gold. And you could also say that somebody made their own edits to the book. The Deaf Smith Country Cookbook, Natural Foods for Family Kitchens. Yeah. Seen it, don't know anything about it. Very natural, so. And then again, this type of binding, you just don't see them in such good shape. I'm kind of excited. You can see it's getting a little rough down here again. But this is the Betty Crocker Easy Entertaining. Looks to be in easy good condition. Yeah, look at those vibrant colors. Oh, bonus recipes. Oh, you can tell it was stuck in here. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Easy Entertaining. Bonus recipe. We have the soups, stews, and casseroles. And look at that. It's so bright. Never seen this one. It's a little warped, if you guys can see that. It's in good condition. Okay. Practical Japanese cooking as opposed to the impractical Japanese cooking, compiled by Japanese Cooking Companions. Sounds kind of sexy to me. Never seen this one. Interesting. Whole fish cookery. It's got the nice 60s printing style. Interesting. That's a pretty cool book. I might keep that one for myself. This is a very famous book. Everybody has a copy of Best Buffets. So, Better Homes and Gardens. A little dirty, but yeah. They must have been cheap at the grocery store because everybody seems to have one of these. They're ubiquitous. Okay, I'm going to save that specialness. Maybe I'll put it just so you can peek at it. See this one? Special. Alright, what do we got here? This is the Encyclopedia of Cookery. There are several books to this. This is volume 1. Seems like people order them and everybody got a volume 1, 2, or 3, but you never see the end of them because nobody ever finished their subscription to these. Some pretty interesting recipes. This one has a little bit a little Nebraska, a little Nevada, a little West Virginia. I'm curious. Let's see what California is. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Colorado. Okay, California. Since we're in California, let's see what we got. Fisherman's Wharf Cioppino, which is like $30 a plate now. Japanese fried chicken, which is tatsuage, which we love to go out and have karaage, which is kind of a fried chicken as well. Mexican puchero. Never heard of that. Napa Valley lamb chops and Visalia ripe olive bread. That sounds delicious. Caesar salad. There you go. Alright, and this is a Bon Appetit 1978 social planner. Has this even been used? No, it has not. So, this looks like it was a calendar and you're supposed to put all your goodies in here, your dates, you're planning your meals, but then all of a sudden, ta-da! Braised sauerkraut with ham hocks. Oh, looks like there's one entry here. That's not a lot. One. Of all the pages, I only saw one entry. There you go. So, Bon Appetit 1978, making it happen. Alright, so this one, what's all this? It's not really dust, it's kind of like sand. Probably from the fires that we had. Alright, this one, there is another bag to go, but this one I've been kind of saving. This is Mastering the Art of French Cooking. This is Julia Child's book. Now, whenever I'm in Santa Barbara, if I see this, I will run across the room and grab it because, as many people might know, Julia Child was a resident here in Santa Barbara for many, many years. And so, oftentimes, you will find her books signed. So, dun 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 dun. I have not looked. I saved it so we can explore it together. So let's see if we happen to find a signed copy. All right, inside cover, nothing. Next page, nothing. Next page, nothing. Which printing is this? I don't even know. This is the 1971 copy. So it doesn't look like we have a signed one here, but it is in relatively good shape. The pages are nice and clean, as you can see. The binding is not bad. It looks like it has a little bit of use, and it's a little loose at the top. I'll show you here. A little loose. It looks like it has a little bit of water damage, but overall, look, the book is in great condition. It has some use. It has some little scuffing here and stuff like that, but the pages are clean. The binding is tight. Looks like maybe this one got wet. But other than that, oh, bonus. The pages, oh. Alright, so this person loved to tape shit into books. Excuse my French. So, oh, wait, it's just coming right out. Maybe. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And the page is clean still, so that was some good tape. Alright, there was a little bonus for Mastering the Art of French Cooking. Alright, one more bag to go. Are you still there? Alright, bag number 4. You can see it's pretty full here. Let's see if I can unload it. Unload it the right way. Alright, I'm going to save these to the end, but look what we have in here. Extra special. Alright, what else we got here? We've got Time Saver Cookbook. Just a fold and staple. Looks like early 80s. Kind of something you'd find. It says Pillsbury, so it looks like something you'd find at the grocery store. Heloise. Helpful hints from Heloise. Oh, apparently a dusty shelf. So we'll be careful with that one. This is pretty cool. This is a Hawaiian party book. Who's this dude? Look at him. Hey, ladies. It's got, oh, you can learn how to make a flour lei. You got some toasts. Looks like some cocktails. Surfboard sidecar. The Waikiki Sour Maui Palms Mist. Taro chips. Well, this is a pretty cool book. This will definitely get scanned so other people can enjoy it too, and then I'll put it online. General Foods Kitchen Frozen Foods Cookbook. I love these ones that are textured. Can you see that? It's kind of like, it's almost like a plaid texture. Very bright, very brilliant. This house was very shady, as in didn't get much sun. Oh, bonus book inside. So I think there wasn't a lot of sun damage happening. Unlike my house where there's so much sun. Anyway, General Foods, how to cook frozen. And inside that, holiday recipes from Knutson, which is a dairy here in California, Southern California. Pretty nice recipes. I like that. Oh, this is a bridge book. Contact Bridge. Lesson Courts featuring the Gorn system of bidding. And you can, oh, here's her name, Corinne Underwood. So now we know. Corinne Underwood. Very cool. Looks like there's some bonus materials in here. Bridge tips. And then, oh, looks like some kind of a scorecard. Sorting lessons in hands. Interesting. So that's not really cooking, but I do like other books as well. Another sunset book. We have the quick and easy dinners with the giant souffle on top. You know, as a food photographer, I wonder how many times it took them to get that photo. Pretty cool. Alright. Looks like we have a Family Circle magazine from 1971, September 71. That's pretty cool. It's in fairly good shape. It has a couple dog ears here, but colors are bright. Look at that. Recipe cards are still attached inside. I don't think I've actually ever seen these recipe cards attached. That's pretty cool. Back when the wine bottle candle was in with pasta. That's pretty cool. Nice copy of that. Cooking secrets your mother never told you. This is in really good shape too. There's a little, I think these are the ones I found in the deep cupboard. So I'll get a vacuum, and when I clean these I vacuum them all. So, but I wanted to show you guys what I found. This looks like a companion book, although they're not the same size, but the way that they're manufactured is kind of similar. This one is Cooking Secrets Your Mother Never Told You. Oh, this one is Cooking Secrets Your Mother... Oh, okay, so they are the same. This one's from Home Savings. This one says, a rare collection of family recipes and menus with gourmet flair. So this is the supersized version. 1970s fonts. So that's that. This is pretty cool. I rarely see these, and I love this. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Handyman book. So it's a binder, and this one's in pretty good shape. You can always tell by the front. Okay, so look at it. We're opening it up here. It has the cardboard piece. I don't think this thing's ever been used. Look at it. It's got the cardboard inserts. This is from 1951. Usually these cardboards, they tear out. The first few pages are bungled and everything else. But this looks like somebody just put it on the shelf. How to do indoor painting, plumbing repairs, building fires. So that is a real find and will be going in my collection. That's nice. Ooh, it's a little dusty on top. I'll have to clean that up too. And then it looks like a prescription, which I have no idea from 2007. We'll preserve that just as part of her collection. Let's cook it right. Dusty as hell. Frozen yellow tomato appetizer. Just an old-fashioned kind of cookbook. Queen is in the kitchen. I don't think I've seen this one before. Looks like the binding is good. It's just dusty as hell. Just an old-fashioned cookbook. And then we have, looks like some materials here. I'll preserve this for the family and probably see if they want it back. We'll see about that. And then it looks like the last thing here is another collection of recipes that were 3-ring binder punched and then put in a binder, and then other stuff folded and put in there. So this is like a whole bunch of bonus recipes. And I think I'll do another video so you guys can see how to preserve these. I love that people took the time to make themselves little cookbooks like this, and I like to preserve those. So we'll show you how to do that. Look at that, even how to make a bride's cake. Bride's cake. So there's that. Alright, and the final piece of this collection is, it looks like some homemade binders. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's more stuff in here. Okay, there's a accordion. Okay, there's more in here than I thought. So, let's show you what we got. Okay, so the first thing is somebody took some time and put some contact paper on here. And I have a feeling this is probably a Pillsbury book or something like that. That's the back. You can see the cover is totally loose and broken. But they were trying to preserve it. So, here it is. It's a Better Homes and Gardens, and it is the 1948 edition. The cardboard is still intact again. Wow. Looks like she added some other stuff in here. So this is the 64 Spice Island. Can't see that. 64 Spice Islands Showmanship Salad that was added in here, and then all the other stuff. So we can go through that later. Looks like there's a bunch of added recipes. You can see they've been punched and inserted. That's very cool. So we'll probably do another video of that book. And then this is a Western garden book. Now this looks like it got some use because it is sticky, which happens when it's in people's kitchen. These plastic covers, it's like a vinyl. And it gets sticky. And then, book actually. It looks pretty good itself. Oh, I'm breathing hard here. Alright, so that's that. And then this one, again, contact paper to preserve it. There we go. Let's see what this one is. Is this another? Yeah. This is another. Oh, this is a Betty Crocker. So you can see we got the thing in the front. There's also put in some shilling spices there. What year is this one, I wonder? Sometimes Betty hid the dates. And these pages are a little. I don't want to tear anything. The pages are stuck together. We'll have to do some work on that, but I can't really tell what year this is. But looking at the font and the pictures, I'm going to guess this is a 50s version, just guessing by what ladies are wearing. Maybe late 40s, but most likely 50s. This might even been a wedding gift or something like that. So there's that one. And then it looks like we have another envelope of stuff. Maybe some articles and recipes. Looks like club materials, so maybe, let's see. Little Town Club sponsor roster 2013. Okay, so this just looks like yacht clubby stuff. Put that with the personals. And then we have the Santa Barbara Trail Guide, which is actually a very popular book here. Mountain trails here have been around for centuries, with Chumash all the way up to modern. What's that blackout? Trail closed, but this is to hike trails in Santa Barbara and Santa Barbara County. So that's kind of a cool book. There was a little booklet in there. Our favorite recipes, the Centennial to 1954 from New Ulm, Minnesota. Looks like some cool recipes, fruitcake and such. And I got a little slicing knife. Now these wooden knives like this, I'm trying to make a collection, and I was thinking of refinishing them all the same, like taking them apart. You know, you can see that this piece on top comes off, and then stripping them and then redoing them so they're nice and clean, like a fun vintage set. I don't know, maybe I'll just sell it. We'll see. Okay, the last thing in the collection is kind of fun. It's got the milkmaid motif here with a traveling carpet salesman with a big book trying to sell to the young maiden who's looking away. Anyway, this is a treasure for me, so this is really exciting. I'm not going to, well, I might open it. So you can see it's still tied by the original owner, which I think is cool. This is all cut out recipes, so let's see if I just pull a couple here. Pull a couple here. Okay, so Corinne Underwood, I'm untying this for you. So look at this, all kinds of goodies. Dorothy's sausage soup. Were you looking for Dorothy's sausage soup? I found it. What else we got in here? So originally this was connected, so this was just a giant accordion, but it looks like it's been torn over time. I try to keep these in order, because sometimes they're in order, sometimes they're not. So let's see, this was in the meat and poultry. Looks like this was a note from somebody. So nice to have you and Bill down to get together, especially something. Looks like something was set on here, like some paint. Or maybe it's from that movie. What was the movie with the aliens and the circles? Anyway. She included some recipes for meatballs with dill cream and some goulash. I'll put those back. Those were in the meat and poultry. So maybe we'll have to do a video about this, because this is a really special piece, and I would love to preserve this whole thing and scan it and put it online. So there you go. There is the whole Corinne Underwood collection. Okay, you guys, so, alright, you guys, that about wraps up the collection here. This is the Corinne Underwood collection that I found, and doing a haul on recipes and such like that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and come on back. I'd love to have you subscribe and come back and tell me what you think. Do you want to see more of these? I find this amazingly interesting. I look through these things for hours and hours and hours. This is my entertainment. I really enjoy exploring not only the recipes, but people's lives and how they organize the information. I love doing this. So if you love doing this, you love doing hauls, you like going to estate sales and garage sales, give me a thumbs up and come on back for more. I'm Robert Jones, and this channel is Struggle Soup. Take care. Bye.